It's here. It's finally arrived. I've had my eye on this thing for quite some time. Knew they were making it and just kept my eye on it, jumped on it when I could, and it's finally arrived. I'm so excited. Before we jump into it, this is a slip that I just recently got, GEC made, beautiful, and it's holding my also beautiful Boker club knife. Great knife. Really, really dig this knife. Anyway, goes right in there. Like it. Okay. Anyway, on to the show. This thing. What is this? This is a Great Eastern Cutlery tube. It's so exciting. Northfield classic pocket knives. Genuine North American cattlebone from the GEC Boneworks 1095 carbon steel. Awesome. Totally awesome. So this is the 86 that they just ran, but this is the Barlow that they made. They made one of two Barlows, to my knowledge. One of them was a yellow rose bone, like a Texas. It was a rose shield rather, and the other one was this one, which is the Marrow bone Barlow. Both have nickel silver bolsters. Both have carbon steel blades, and brass liners both have. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love how they package these things? Here's a button. Eight, 6, 2, 1, 2, 3. Northfield unexcelled. North American cattlebone. Pretty nice. Oops. As I throw it, leave that guy right there. And now on to the main show. This wax paper from GEC, just love it. And oh, here she is. Can you just look at that beauty for a second? I'm gonna put on my weird black gloves again, just so I don't scuff this thing up endlessly with the light, which does an amazing job of showing off the knife, but also does an amazing job of showing fingerprints. So I'm just going to put these weird black gloves on, just forgive me. Okay, let's get rid of the tube, let's get rid of the paper. Here it is. Would you just marvel at this thing's beauty? It's just beautiful. This is Marrow bone, like I said, and I have not seen in the flesh any GEC Marrow bone. I know that they did a run of Marrow bone on their fixed blades. I think that might have been last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. Recently, I saw them do a run of fixed blades where they had Marrow bone, and it looked awesome. But aside from that, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they have done a run of their knives in their folders in Marrow bone before. I just haven't seen it, and I've been in the GEC game for a little while now, although I'm not following every single thing that they do, so it's very possible. To my knowledge, though, this is the first time that they did it in a Barlow. I'm so curious if somebody has a Barlow made by GEC that's in Marrow bone. What I'll say is that again, to my knowledge, the 86 pattern. Last year, they came out with the 2 Acorn Barlow, which to my knowledge, was the first time they dressed the 86 pattern up in a Barlow style. That 2 Acorn Barlow was a stainless steel blade, came out in like red onion, linen micarta or paper micarta, came out in like a green, like a olive green linen micarta. I think it could have been canvas micarta, but I think it was linen, and then a rust orange jig bone, or natural bone cover as well. Awesome. All of them were gorgeous. But and that also had nickel silver bolsters with really nice bolster work. Had a stamped 2 Acorn logo on there. Really awesome. On in the part of their GEC line, because it had a stainless steel blade. And to my knowledge, that is the first time that they did a Barlow in the 86 pattern. This run of 2023 is the second time they did a run of an 86 Barlow. And they crushed it with this thing. So that was a clip point blade last year. This is a spear point. So much light, so much reflection. I might have to see what I can do here. I might have to turn this light off. Oh, bear with me. See if this makes it any better. Is that better? Let's see. Doesn't help this mirror polished blade. Genuine North American cattle bone. There she is. But just gorgeous. I mean, it's no surprise. This thing is just absolutely stunning. GEC Carbon 86-2-123. Northfield, unexcelled, Titusville. Genuine North American cattle bone. Look at the jigging on this cattle bone. Well, I'm not 100% sure how they did this. So this, I mean, it's hand done in the sense that this bone is hafted, you know. But look at that. Is that not awesome? Just amazing. Here's the pile side. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Really, really well done. I also love the bolster treatment on this. Now this is different even from the 86 they ran last year. Although, I forgot to say, the blade form knife that they ran last year has this Barlow treatment. So actually, I was wrong. So they have, to my knowledge, 3 Barlows. They have 2 that they ran last year. One was the blade form knife, which had carbon blades, and I think it had carbon bolsters, carbon liners, steel liners. And but they released that with the run of the 2 Acorn Barlow. This knife now in 2023 is, I guess, the 3rd iteration of an 86 Barlow coming out of GEC. It's the second time they had this type of bolster work, and my gosh, is it gorgeous or what? I love how they did it. I just think it's just treated so well. It's nickel silver, like I said. It's lined, rat-tailed, and lined, and then polished. So line, rat-tail, line. Amazing. It is absolutely stunning. Just remarkable. Termination of the backspring on this one is perfect. Perfect. Centering is perfect. You see that? Perfect. Gosh, it's the first time I noticed the termination of the backspring. Love it. Just an absolute stunner. You know, I don't know what else to say. This is just a first look. Wow. I am so excited about this knife. I think that anytime they do a Barlow, I mean, like so many people were just all over it. All over it. I don't know what it is about the Barlow. It's how they treat the bolsters and the quality of craftsmanship, I think, with the whole thing. But man, are Barlows popular now? Or what? But look at this knife. I mean, I thought that the yellow rose was cool looking, but this, to me, is just amazing. I mean, these scales look like they ripped them out of a cow's femur. It looks like they dragged a cow off of the farm and made pocket knives out of them. Amazing. I mean, it's amazing. Really something special. I just gotta hand it to him. Pull is pretty stout on this. Maybe an 8. It's pretty stout. I like it. It just makes you feel like you got a tool in your hand. This is also a bigger boy. This is, you know, it's not a 25 at a GEC. It's not a 15 Tom's Choice. It's not a 77 Yankee Barlow. This is obviously single blade, but this is 86. So this is it 4 inches closed? I'm not sure. It might be. If it's not 4 inches, it might be just shy. I'm pretty sure it's not over 4 inches. But this is just the right size. Just the right size. It's just that size to be a real user of a blade. A real user of a blade. But also not too big where it's like not pocket knife material, you know? Where you need like its own separate sheath. This thing, still pocket knife. Absolutely, throw it in your pocket, but it's a big boy, but it's not that big. It's definitely not over 4 inches. Over 4 inches to me is where you start getting a little bit like, you know, at that point it's like I'll do like a more of a modern folder or something like that. I like pocket knives. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have pocket knives that are over traditional knives that are over 4 inches, but my sweet spot's like 3 3/4. I'm sorry. Sometimes pushing 4. I mean, this is also a sweet spot of mine, and this is definitely over 3 3/4. So that's it. Let me know what you think. Isn't it gorgeous? Gosh. Just an awesome run from GEC. Well done, GEC. Golf clap in my weird gloves. Well done. What do you think? Let me know. Gorgeous. Talk to you soon. Thanks.